How pumped are you? Game 1 of the season, all eyes will be on you tomorrow night.
I mean, for a split second, right? But
Exactly.
I'm super pumped. Every season opener is just always such electric, like, energy, and so it's just always an exciting time.
No kidding. Natalie, how did you go about, coming across this opportunity? I mean, it's probably not, the biggest gig you'll ever do in your life, but to be out there in front of all those people for the Toronto Maple Leafs in Toronto for their home games is pretty special. How'd you come across the opportunity?
Mhm. Well, they were having auditions when Martina left. They were just having open auditions, and I auditioned and I got it. Pretty much
Right
fair and
on.
square. So I'm very grateful.
What goes through your head when you know that you're auditioning for a role like that? We mention it. We're the mecca of hockey here in Toronto. At least we like to think that
Mhm.
way. What's it like singing in front of that many people?
It so I try to zone out because it can get very intimidating, just knowing that all those people are listening to you, and if you make a mistake, it's like it could be disastrous. So I just kind of focus on one person in each section at a time, and just imagine that I'm only singing to them.
Hmm. Well, I'm not trying to jinx you or get in your head or anything, but
Mhm.
you seem to do it pretty smoothly so far, no doubt. But the anthem is kind of famous for botching it or freezing or not remembering the words or just kind of having
Mhm.
one of those moments. Is the anthem something you've sang before? Do you have to kind of when you got the gig, did you go over the words to the song and try to really ingrain it in your head, or has that ever been in your mind as far as like I got to remember what the bloody words are to these songs?
For sure. Every single game, I remind myself, I'm like, "Nah, you've sang this before, like, you know the words." What before for the audition, I didn't know all the words to the Star Spangled Banner, which I'm Canadian, so you can't fault me for that, but, obviously I learned it, and then, like, to just kinda keep myself remembering the words, like, I usually go through it right before I go on, and it's a part of, like, my I guess, my pregame ritual, of just like, yeah, just making sure that I remember the words because it's easy to forget. Like people write their own songs and forget the words to their own songs. So
It's
this
true.
is not my own song. It's very possible. So I just try to be diligent.
We all have routines. Like, for example, before I do a show with Rosie here, I got to chug like 2 cups of coffee. Your game day routine, you talked about it. Obviously, the nerves settle in, but what does that
Mhm.
entail as you get set to sing the anthems?
So usually, I try to go out like about like 3 minutes before the buzzer. And so I just calm myself by praying and just reminding myself that I'm grateful because I am very grateful for this opportunity, this position. And then I run through the song in my head. And that's pretty much my pregame.
So, how about personally? I mean, we got to know you on Canada's Got Talent, and you just
Mm,
crushed it there, going all the way to the
thank
finale.
you.
What's going on personally with you and your career as we sit?
I'm just trying to get the business side in order right now. So I am venturing out a bit more and doing like a gig here and there, but I'm just trying to solidify that business aspect and just make sure that I show up for myself, for my brand, as much as I can.
What was that experience like? So I was doing some legwork on this interview last night, and obviously I
Mhm.
watched it. We were in touch last spring as well. Just almost brought me to tears with some of your performances. What was that experience like to be on Canada's Got Talent?
It was it was a good journey. For me personally as a person, it was a little bit overwhelming, just because I even though I sing for the Leafs and there's cameras every all the time, still I'm not that kind of person that's like, "Give me the limelight," kind of thing. So it was a lot just kind of having to, show that bolder side of me of like, hey, this is my time and this is me singing and you're going to get to hear my voice and my different styles. So that was a little bit of like a breaking out of a shell kind of thing for me and just a lot of growing. So it was a great experience for me. Absolutely.
Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.